Hello everybody, welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time you can catch a fresh game of baseball on the channel, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more. Today we wrap up our 4-game set against the Kansas City Royals. Michael Wacha on the mound, 4-6 with a 2.49 ERA, taking on Logan Gilbert, 11-3 with a 2.02 ERA. Let's go ahead and jump into today's game. Bam. Forgot that I needed to do that. All right, here we go. We'll go seafoam green, put a little color on the field. A little splash, a little more green. I said a splash of green, forgetting that grass is indeed green. So there you go. How is our lineup looking? I think we can get through one more day. We might need to swap Rosarena and Rodriguez. Is it worth putting? Hey, let's throw Marlowe in there. That's fine. Creates quite the lefty lane. Is there a quick lefty? Actually, oh, you know what we can do is we can go here, and then maybe Marlowe down there. God, Shenton and Solano back-to-back's not good. And a little speed at the bottom of the lineup, I think, will help flip things over. And I think that'll get Rosarena should get enough energy back to go for 3 full games. Double checking that my audio is correct.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome.
As we only have 3 more games after this to get through before we finally mercifully get a day off, and we'll take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't know that we're going to see Skeens, but who knows today. We are looking for a starting pitching duel between Logan Gilbert and Michael Wacha. Wacha's been dominant on the mound as of late, and Michael Massey is hitting .360 over his last 7 games. Logan Gilbert's been dominant on the mound as of late as well, which is why you would look at a pitching duel. George Kirby, big game on the mound. The Mariners' last 78 games. Those are 2 largest sample size for me personally. 5.5 runs a game, though, over the last 78 with a 2.79 average, 148 home runs. Bullpen over the last 4, a .82 ERA with 9 strikeouts, 11 innings pitched. Starting pitching, looking good. League news. Hey, the Dodgers, they've won 7 straight. The Red Sox have won 10 straight. Michael Harris, 2, collects 5 RBI in a win versus the Angels. Spencer Strider increases NL leading strikeout total with 105. Byron Buxton, Kevin Alcantara, both breaking out of 2 first massive slumps there with 2 hit performances. Emmanuel Clase gets his save number 31. Now he's tied for the AL lead. Pedro Pajes breaks out of a 2 for 22 with a 2 hit performance. So some guys doing well. 2 hit performances. 600th RBI in the career of the great Shohei Ohtani. Tanner Scott saves his 26th game. He ties the NL lead. The Yankees are 4 back of the Orioles in the AL East, and the Cleveland Guardians are 3 games back of the Tigers in the AL Central, both of them improving their position. Here's a quick look at your farm report.
First pitch coming your way next.
It is game number 80.
Just about set to go now. And on the hill, the big righty, Logan Gilbert. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
So up now for Kansas City,
A
Michael
6:40 start. Oh, 7:10 start. That's even later than I thought it was going to be. I got home early from work for the holiday weekend. So they're going to play a 7:10 game today and then a 1:10 game tomorrow. And then 7:10, 1:10. Huh. Feels like a good opportunity to have just three straight 1:10 starts.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat, you jog back to the dugout.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a double to start the game.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Man at second.
There we go. There we go.
You can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here.
There we go. Nice job. What a strikeout. Love that fastball on the outside part of the plate. Did I not bring in? I hope I brought in. I hope this is a fresh dew. Put your comment in the chat if you think that this is the correct drink that I'm going to take.
The Mariners could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Check swing, and he went. Strike.
Yeah, we could really use a win.
Swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good.
Oh, now this ball gets down. Now a long throw home. Slides his hand in there. Save. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead.
51 strength.
Full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a ground ball, and
I did not take that into account, that Marlowe would not have a lot of speed.
On the ground, a second might be
or
two.
strength, excuse me.
And
that's okay. That's okay. This Kansas City team has been pesky throughout this series.
On this base hit, it's
Bobby Witt Jr.
You're watching Major
Couple
League
of hits
Baseball
early. I mean, we had him dead to rights. That was such a bad send, but they knew that he had a weak arm and left, and that's the difference.
Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one. Michael Wacha. What do we have on him?
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is.
Hey, go Rockies, huh?
Go Rockies. Here's Victor Robles.
Rockies are winning against the Astros.
In the air, right side.
Can't be that. That can't be the start.
Away for the out. 1 down.
Sorry, Robles. Sorry to waste an at-bat with you.
One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Donovan Solano.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus, batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
Yeah.
J.P. Crawford.
So his primary pitch is a circle change at 84, a four-seam at 96, sinker at 96, a cutter at 91, and a slider at 77. Okay, we are already in so much trouble. We're 3 pitches into this game and I'm already annoyed. I fucking hate this staff.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
To the right side, India. Fires over to first. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Now here is Julio Rodriguez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And that one misses up and in. Now 1-2.
2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty.
Okay.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hard hit left side.
Darn. There's a contact swing. Just trying to get something going there.
And that is that.
Best at bat of the day so far was Julio. I don't love this. We're going to need to try and take some pitches. I think the problem that I've dealt with is that none of the Royals pitchers have been particularly good. They have been kind of wild. They've left stuff out of the zone. There's a lot of takeable pitches in there, and we're just swinging entirely too much.
Gilbert back to work. And a foul ball. Gilbert, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, A splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that's fouled off. Hard hit to third.
Fudge.
Solano tosses to first.
Okay.
Leadoff man retired here in the second.
We didn't throw a ton of pitches in that first inning, which is a positive. We're only up to 14 through 4 outs.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Check swing, called strike.
Oops.
Line drive.
All series long, we have had trouble against this Kansas City team. That first game got weirdly close. We haven't been able to do a good job putting them away. Second game, we lost. And then the third game, we struggled until we got just enough to help put a little bit of distance, but we still left the door open. We're getting a lot of swings in the early in the count here, which is good.
1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Royals.
But this pitching staff has held us to keeping a lot of balls in the park, balls in the yard. We had the home run in yesterday's game. I think we had one in the first game to make it 6-1, and we needed every one of those runs. But we just have not hit the ball well off of this team at all.
Some big home run numbers. Yeah, that's in for a strike.
And there's a circle change that just feels so wildly inconsistent.
And there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace, we could be in for something really special.
Gonna count 1-2.
Too early. It's all the way down there at 81 miles an hour.
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it.
Oh, fuck.
1-2 now. That's down and in.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Melendez makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Luke.
So digging in, Luke Raley. Outside low.
Outside and low.
It's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes. Ball.
There we go. Good take.
Count, great hitter at
Good
the dish.
take.
If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swing and a
Too
miss.
aggressive. Damn
2
it.
balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
And now we're stuck in a rocking chair. Too early on the 80 mile an hour. It's all the way up to 94. We're too late. It's just a disaster.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. A changeup.
Inside.
And it's 3-2. Struck him out swinging.
Yeah,
Went back
that's
to the changeup, and it was successful. Here's Donovan Solano.
It's perfect.
And first offering is fouled off. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Fuck me.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Okay. At least got a piece of that slider. It's his 5th best pitch. It's all the way down at 76, which is a problem.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
77 all the way up to 93.
And down down
And he
on
got me with
strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Royals 1 and the Mariners nothing. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Number 1, MJ
Castillo out front. Though Gilbert has the most strikeouts, 151. Need 11 from Kirby, 7 from Castillo. Numbers might be a little cooked here.
In there at the knees.
There we go.
And that's strike one. That's down and in. A slider missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next
There
on
we go.
in for a strike. Swing
There
and a
we
miss,
go.
struck him out.
Well, he's got great
Throw him a
strikeouts
little,
doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts
little something
in
they're
his
throwing at
last
us.
start, and he's just racking
Pull that
up the
string.
points.
Nicely done.
This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now it's Kyle Isbell.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Damn
And
it. Pulled that one a
misses.
little bit to the right.
Ball 1.
Damn.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Don't love where that splitter was, but I'll take it.
Check swing. He
went-
went too far. And
he
it's a
went-
strike.
Had him
1 ball,
fooled
2
too.
strikes.
Fuck
Fouls
off.
it off. Still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This to third. Solano. Not in time.
I accidentally tapped
Not
circle.
everybody's hit as a liner into the gap, just like not every
Wow.
strikeout's a
Okay,
perfect
we're
slider
all right.
down and away. I mean,
We're
right
okay.
there, he just put the ball in play on the ground, and
I thought that he was going to get rid of it, and I just felt like as I let it go, I just kind of like, bop, and I canceled the throw on accident.
Stands at first.
Had him.
1 out. Ground ball right side could be 2. To Crawford for 1. And they bounce
Okay.
into 2.
Okay. Hey, that's
already.
all right.
This one ends the third. 1 hit in the inning, but no
I'm
one
worried that
left.
that was going to start to get really
Down to the
ugly.
home half of inning number 3. It's the Royals.
But at least there was
1
a level
and
of
the
calmness
Mariners
on me,
nothing.
on my part. A hero, some might say.
Welcome back, and
Leading
take
off
a look at
for
some
the
hot
Mariners,
hitting in
the
this
designated
series
hitter,
as we check out the
Austin.
numbers.
Shenton.
2.5 runs a game, 310 average. Ugh. To think we had double-digit hits and 0 runs.
That one fouled off. Swings and pulls
God
it
damn it,
foul
that's
to the
2.
right side.
That's 2. We just can't hold back.
Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is
out.
outside.
tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Taps softly to the right side. Pasquantino takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Struggling a little bit in this series. He's 2 for 12. Swing and a miss.
Okay, all right.
As he was
0-1
out
the count.
front that time. Just missed.
There we go.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Misses off the
Inside, ball
inside. 2 balls and a strike. Swings through
Late.
that one for strike 2.
Late.
2-2 the count.
We're miserably too early and too late.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Damn, that's a mistake pitch. There we go. Get a hold of the sinker with a contact swing. Here's a hit.
And aboard now with one
Whew, finally. Shockingly, it's a single.
A whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Now here is Cade Marlowe.
That's fine. Take that there. We're not going to do a whole lot with it. We're looking a little lower, a little more over the plate.
At first, here in the last half of the 3rd. Comes up empty. That's strike
over the
2.
top, too aggressive.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And now 1 and 2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Checks over to first. Back safely. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2.
Feels like he could be a good pitcher to try and steal on. Maybe not with Polanco.
Down to the strikeout. Had him out front for the strikeout. Victor Robles up next for the Mariners.
Because he throws that circle change so consistently and it's pretty slow.
And there's a foul ball.
Man, I just cannot figure out this timing.
Way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Comes up empty.
No
Time
ball,
call.
2 strikes.
Throw to first. Polanco back in his stomach. Polanco on the go. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Got me.
Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 left for Seattle. They trail here.
I just can't see it. I don't understand it. It's not coming in a way that makes sense to me. We're losing patience. We're gaining frustration. This is the worst team for us to have a 4-game set against. I fucking hate playing this team.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Jonathan India at the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Fuck
Stays alive.
It feels like all series long I have been throwing pitches toward the left-hand side batter's box. I've been sailing those away.
High chopper. Crawford zips it across.
Like sailing those up and missing inside on the other side. It's driving me fucking insane.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. singled and drove in a run his first time through. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate. Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Hit hard, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Perez, batting with 1 down, takes the strike.
That's not where I wanted that pitch. One of the times you would actually want that to sail a little bit.
So Salvi is
God, and that's only
strikes.
one. It's one out at a time.
When a guy's struggling like this, you don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
Yeah, not even
That's
close.
a stolen base.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Slings to first, and that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors.
I feel like we're getting run on a lot in this game. This year, we're not picking it up, we're not picking off the steal attempts frequently, if at all.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
6-5, 2-0, 4-1. And that 4-1 game was real tight until a 2-run home run late broke it open, in air quotes. That 6-5 victory should have been more comfortable, so it's kind of it's like an inverse of each other. The 6-5 victory was not as close as that would appear, and the 4-1 victory, you might go, it's pretty solid. It wasn't.
Just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn
it's the same fucking pitch every goddamn time. Figure it out.
And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 2. Just missed. That one misses.
Okay,
So
there we go.
off walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. And that one fouled off.
Son of a bitch. It is just so slow.
0-2 now. Just misses with that one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters.
Wow,
really
I am surprised that we got both of those calls to go our way.
From at bat to at bat.
And now it's 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Crawford goes. Foul ball,
at least
and
fouled
it
off.
remains a full count. Runner goes again. And ball 4 to a board.
He's
There we
making
go.
things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. And there's a ball.
It's inside,
Two
losing a
walks
little bit
in
of
already, and
location.
It just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And a 1-0.
Ball.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Luke Raley in the on-deck
Hands
circle,
off.
hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Come on. Send me to first.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So bases all loaded up. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Okay, there we go. Throw a strike.
The opportunity for a
Now let's try and
exists right here.
figure something out here. We have not been able to do anything. We have one hit.
That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
That's on time.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases.
I mean, we were there.
Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece.
There we go.
And stays alive. Crawford at third. Rodriguez over at second. Raleigh on at first with nobody out. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. And a swing and a miss.
He dialed it all the way down with the slider. 74.
And now for Seattle, Donovan Solano. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
That's only getting slower too.
Helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive.
God damn it. Oh, I fucking hate him.
Ground ball right side.
It's a double play.
Wick for one. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
How did we do that? How did we draw 3 walks and score 0 fucking runs? I hate Michael Wacha. Sure, he's a perfectly nice, fine person, but also fuck you. Jesus, God in heaven.
Gilbert back to work.
Like at some point, he has to throw a pitch that we can figure out.
Rip to third.
Solano, you were doing
tosses to first.
Doing great work over at first base.
Up next for the Royals, the right fielder, Nelson Velasquez.
Now it's the right fielder.
The only like quote unquote misplay was my fault. Because I double tapped the button and then we turned the double play afterwards anyway. So.
Velasquez, 26 years old, and he was a 5th round pick back in 2017.
I gotta stop doubling up on this slider.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And down on strike.
Wow, I am surprised we got that call. We saw 2 go for me in the last inning.
Great execution of the pitch right there.
I thought that was going to be in a ball.
Together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
And next up for the Royals, MJ Melendez. Rip to short. Sends it to first. Royals set down in order. Royals
I think if we hit the cutoff man, it's probably Crawford. I think we can get that runner out. I need to remember and do a better job paying attention to who is in the field because I kind of forgot that we didn't have our guy Rosarena out there. So they're going to let Wacha go out there for another inning.
And a swing and a miss there.
Now we're just...
Come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And the pitch is outside.
You would be mistaken. It would be perfectly fine to throw an off speed. We have been stuck in a rocking chair all game long.
Next offering upstairs.
At least the pitch we swung at was a strike.
And that
He's
is
going straight fastball here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Jorge Polanco, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
There's just no way that we can bank that he's going to do that. Like, what the fuck?
That one missed. He caught it behind his back. And
yeah, that makes sense. So they give him that animation. Awesome.
So 2 down now, and here is Cade Marlowe. Swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Just cannot figure it out.
Pulls that one foul.
That's better, but it's still early. We missed about 3 of those like that.
2 outs. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And that's
Ball 2.
downstairs and outside.
We just got a piece of it.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning
Still
number 5.
fucking...
To the right side, and that one handled in plenty of time to first, and the Mariners set down.
We only have 1 hit.
1-2-3.
We have
No
1
one
hit
left for
against
Seattle.
Waka.
They're down 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
All
off
right,
for
we go to
Kansas
the
City, the
top
center
half
fielder,
of
number
inning number
28,
6.
Kyle
Here's the center fielder,
Isbell.
Kyle Isbell. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Eee, too early. Not a great pitch there. Here we go. I'm honestly a little surprised. This zone has been really weird. That's like 3 pitches that we've seen go in our favor where we have seen them go in the opposite way. Like, go still in our favor against the Royals, pitching-wise. It's very weird. I didn't explain that very well.
So the batting order turns over.
Zone, I think, has been a little inconsistent.
Michael Garcia. Ground ball, left side. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. Bounce to the right.
3rd time through the lineup. There we go. All right, we have to get a new pitcher here.
Nothing doing here this half. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th.
Robles, Crawford, Rodriguez. Let's see if we can get something going. We started out really poorly with the Robles at bat in the very first inning. It was a 1 pitch out, and then I don't think we did a whole lot with Crawford. Rodriguez's was better, but it was still kind of just. It was a low bar.
Now pitching for the Royals, number 46, John Schreiber.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Mariners leadoff man.
Oh, fuck
Victor
me.
Robles.
Sweeper at 83, which I think is actually slower than the circle change. Sinker at 94, a four-seam at 94, a cutter at 91, and a circle change at 88.
Top of the zone for
Of course, he went with the
It's
fastball.
0-1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Chris Bubich, the left-hander, up and throwing. Estevez, the right-hander, also getting loose. Off the mark there.
It's a bit of a funky arm angle as well.
Next offering misses down and away.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses, and now 3-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten
Cannot
things up
believe
a
that
little
was a ball.
High fly ball, and that one curling.
I think that might have been a strike, but we do need to let the umpire call that rather than swinging at it.
On the ground to the left. Witt slings it across. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop,
J.P. Crawford digs in now.
Crawford.
He's 0 for 1. First
He hasn't
pitch
thrown the
swinging.
sweeper. Or maybe he threw a couple of them that were out.
one gets a check swing. Appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing.
Just a little too auto swingy here.
Backed off the plate that time. Ripped on a line.
Damn, that's an out. Darn it.
Isbell hauls it
That's
in
the best contact we've had all day.
Now batting, center fielder, Julio.
Still, it was somehow either going to be an out or only a single, but
Julio Rodriguez. And ball one.
no, I think, did he throw cutters out? I don't know that we've seen the sweeper in this inning.
And
There
a
it was.
strike.
1-1.
Falling behind 2-1. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Cal Raleigh waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
Okay, there we go. Nice walk, Julio.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Raleigh stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Rodriguez off of first with 2 away. And that one missing low. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this
That's
is
fine.
a great
That's
spot
fine.
for a hitter to
We
be
were going to
in.
pop it up if anything. It's all good.
Schreiber checks the runner. Rodriguez dives back in safely. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Around second is Rodriguez. Can't glove it cleanly. Headed for the plate.
There's a misplay in the outfield, and that's how we tie the game. It's a single and an error.
Run to score always tough to stomach, but man, it's
Oh, I can't believe this game is tied. It's a great effort by first base. It's obviously not his fault. I'm not blaming him, but the right fielder misplays it out there. And thanks to the speed of Julio Rodriguez, we are able to pull him all the way around to tie the game.
Now at the
Now
plate.
batting, the first
Raley
baseman.
having a huge season. Comes into the day leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Really?
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now batting,
Donovan
the third
Solano
baseman.
up next for the Mariners. Solano hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. Fall
That
off
is
foul.
too aggressive, Sean.
Swing and a high fly ball left field.
Damn,
Drops into
we
the
made
glove,
them right.
And that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, all even at 1 apiece.
What? What?
Back at T-Mobile
Leading
Park,
up for Kansas
now it's
City.
Bobby Witt was the reason that we scored a run, I guess. We'll warm up a righty and a lefty. I'm guessing they have that. Yeah, that pretty strong lefty presence there toward the bottom of the lineup.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt's 2 for 2.
And there's a strike. Good
I just don't love how much effort it's taking for us to get a run across.
That's what we're witnessing here.
And
This lineup's inability to lock on to the
Well, like,
pitcher's
we
delivery is
require
causing
the
a
other
few
team
awkward
to make the
swings.
mistake.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still
Granted,
has
you know, we were
bite
probably
to it.
still
You
going to be able to
just
go
don't
first
see
to
it flattening
third.
out
Well,
just because he's tired.
probably is just
He's
a
still
single.
delivering good action.
Maybe you push first to third just because of Julio's speed.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Digging in, Salvador
Hey,
Perez.
okay.
That's
We're in.
There. Strike one.
0-1.
Out in front and foul to the left side. 0-2 now.
There we go.
Three, and that's 2 in a row.
I guess throwing my controller into the ground actually kind of helps because it's not quite as wiggly on the outsides.
Then sped him up with the fastball for strike 2.
All right. Here, we can go with a... Let's go with a mound visit. Let's go to the bullpen. We'll bring in the lefty.
Put him in the rocking chair.
Manager out of the dugout
yeah,
now,
let's
and
do
it looks
that.
like we'll see a change on the mound.
Gilbert
Logan
pitched very
won't
well.
go
Let's
any
not
further,
give the
and it's a
advantage
tie
bat
ball
at
game as he
bat
heads
with
for
the third time
dugout.
through the order.
Back with
That's
the new arm
a
after
recipe
quick
for
break.
disaster.
Now pitching for
So
the
a
Mariners,
lefty out of the pen, Gabe
number
Spire.
55.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Stepping in, Vinny Pasquantino. That one in there across the letters. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's
Why would you
just
not give that
foul.
to Rayleigh? But all right.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it gets by him.
Oh,
Makes the turn and heads
no.
for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
We got a brutal animation there.
But he didn't give in.
Oh
This is why
my
hitters work so hard
goodness.
on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a
Darn
lot
it.
of
We
room out
we
there.
get the
If
benefit
one
on the
down
offensive
space,
side and we give it right back.
Usually means extra bases. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on. Give me the swing and miss.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Robles on the move.
Okay.
Makes the grab.
I thought I goofed that
And
up.
that's the third
I
out.
pulled the stick right for some reason.
Right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
50.
Chris Bubich.
Chris.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And now
Leading up
Austin
for the
Shenton.
Mariners, the designated hitter, Austin.
95 on a fastball, slider at 86, a circle change at 88, a sinker at 95, and a cutter at 89.
Foul ball there.
Still late.
Well, these Mariners digging into their
Haven't
numbers
really been
have to be
trusting
happy with the
myself.
swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong
All
with
of them have
delivering
been for outs. We have
consistent
2
hard
fucking hits,
contact.
man.
That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And there's a ball.
Good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Pitch misses.
Ooh,
2-2.
that was almost an incredible slider. I mean, would have gotten got.
And that's outside.
He just gets that up just a little bit for strike 3.
Popped up to the
Late.
left. Into
Just
foul ground. Garcia puts it away, and there's 1 down.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jorge.
Here's the second baseman, Jorge.
Just late with a 75-degree launch angle. Way too far under it.
Check swing, called strike. And that's
Outside, that's
outside.
the ball.
And the count is 1-1. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. That one ripped.
And out.
Is
Darn.
makes the grab for the second out.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Marlowe at the plate with
Too committed to the swing idea, and then it
ball.
kind of came in where I was looking, and it's like, oh.
See the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
No ball.
Have you ever heard of patience?
Maybe an attempt to break up
Ever.
the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right
Fucking
now.
idiot.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Ah, that should be a 3, or it should be a 3-0. Should be a 2-1.
And a swing and a miss.
He didn't throw a pitch
And
in the
that's
zone when we
that.
struck out.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8, all tied 1-1. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Tyrone Blanco.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
So it's still a righty, lefty, lefty. Okay. We'll go ahead and leave the lefty in here.
Spire back to work. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. First out in the top of the 8th.
Good sinker low in the zone right
And
there.
they're going with
and
another
produced exactly what he was looking
Freddie
for.
Fermin.
Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
For me.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
It didn't matter if
Bases
he
empty,
went. That
one
was a
away.
strike.
We're in the top of the 8th. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Brings it in. 2 down.
Oh my god, is there a herd of elephants going up and down those fucking stairs?
The center fielder, number 28,
Kyle Isbell getting ready to hit. A swing and a miss. And
Elephants
that's
obviously
strike
did nothing
1.
wrong to me. I love them very much.
Right side. Polanco. Handles, throws to first.
Okay.
Royals set down
So they bring in
the
2
order.
pinch hitters,
Nothing
and then
across
we get a
here this
lefty-lefty
half.
matchup, but they do
Home half of
nothing,
inning
so it
number 8
really
straight
benefits
ahead.
me
All tied
because it was
1-1.
kind of a risk to leave Spire in there. We'll throw a righty in
Back now, new
in kind of a
pitcher on the
high
mound as we roll into the bottom
high
of the
leverage
8th.
situation
Carlos
as we continue to work through this game.
And he's had his struggles so
Number
far this
53.
year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Drew Waters. He's out in left field getting loose there
Now playing
as he
left
enters the
field.
game on defense now.
Number 8.
So back to the top of the order. And now the right fielder.
99 on a
Victor
fastball,
Robles.
92 on a
0 for
slider,
3,
circle change at
a
90, and a
fly out,
12-6 at
ground out, and a
85.
strikeout. First pitch misses. Now this is in the air down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's
Now
one
batting,
down.
the shortstop.
So up next,
JP
J.P. Crawford. Rolled
Ooh,
softly,
too
but that
aggressive.
goes foul.
Darn. And it was going to be a strike either way. Early. Okay. Late.
And time called at the plate.
Take a timeout here.
Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Ground ball right side.
Oh, there we go.
So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Waited back long enough to drive that through the gap.
You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
The center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Gets the call.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
strike
That's
one.
fine.
Pure base
Circle
runner,
change has
you
been a
gotta
nightmare
stay
all
dialed
goddamn
in
day,
here.
but all
Look for
right.
Anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing.
Too aggressive on the
He was
swing
out
there.
front.
We'll take a timeout here in a second.
On the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
One away. Tie game.
Big time.
Go-ahead
Big
run
time.
stands at first.
There have been times that I have been too late.
One ball, two strikes.
Move to first. And
No,
Crawford gets in there. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He got me with the pitch I was able to hold back on. 12-6 curve.
2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Through 8 full, all tied 1-1. Back in Seattle, all set to start the 9th in this. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Matt Brash.
I don't know if we're going to win this game. I just have not been able to see these pitches coming in. Nope. Controller's back to where it was. Cool. Great.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Gets the bunt down the right side, and that goes foul. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul.
There we go. That was huge. That was huge to let that go foul. Fuck yes. I didn't do that intentionally, but it really benefited me.
Ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
First pitch just misses. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Runner on the go. Strike in there.
Get him. Get him. Let's go!
In a caught stealing situation, it's just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Partially why I just kept throwing that last guy fastballs was I figured he would go at some point. He went in the fucking inning. Let's go.
But that puts an end to the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors.
All right, Rayleigh, Solano, and Shenton. Can either of these guys end this game? Find out.
Now on the bump, Hunter Harvey.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Hunter Harvey.
So digging in, Luke Rayleigh, a walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Rayleigh.
4-seam at 100, splitter at 91, 12-6 at 84, and a slider at 88.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one.
Little too
aggressive.
aggressive.
He's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Yeah, that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Next one misses, and that's ball 1.
That's a really good take.
That one is absolutely belted.
Huge, huge, huge.
in safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front,
That is such a rare extra base hit in this series.
Where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
And now, Donovan Solano. Line drive.
Oh, he caught that.
One away.
Oh, damn, I thought that was going to get down.
I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Blanco sizes this one up. 2 down.
How is a double with no outs my worst position?
And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. In the air to left, down the line. Waters on his way over. Brings it in. And that is the third out
You
of the
are
inning.
fucking kidding
Mariners
me.
leave one. Still tied?
It's such a good at-bat. It's 3 pitches and 3 outs, you stupid fuck. Oh, I'm irate with myself right now.
On to extra innings. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador
We should have won this fucking game, but I can't stop pushing the goddamn swing button.
Swing
Fuck
foul
you.
out of play.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things.
Oh,
with
I'm
his
so
speed.
annoyed.
A base hit's probably going to be a big
All
run,
goddamn
so you
day.
have to execute on the mound.
0-1 down. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
It was a great appearance at the plate by Rayleigh.
On the ground, right side. Fair ball. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's... And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Matt Brash
And
is done.
the ball
And he leads
that
a
went
one-run
foul
game.
benefited us.
New
That one
pitcher
just
coming
stayed
up.
fair.
We'll be back in a minute.
Pitching for the
And
Mariners.
we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number
Adrian
51.
Morahome.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now Vinny Pasquantino.
Ball one.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. There's a strike. Just missed. That one down the line.
Man, he's been so good all game long. Solano's been so good. Why are we not playing the lines tighter?
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. There's a strike.
It wasn't a very good pitch sequence there, so I don't know.
And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2.
Ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone.
Fuck
So
you.
you count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held back according to Ricky Halladay. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Ground ball could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. Over to first, safe.
It was a slow roller. It's all good. It was a slow roller up the middle. Crawford ended up in kind of a funky spot there. Because there was no one to throw the ball to, so we had to take the extra step. It's all good. It happens.
Squeezed a little bit here late.
A little bit high,
That's a ball.
and that's ball 2.
Good spot.
Morihone, we have not pitched
Definitely has the
particularly well with
advantage in
him.
this count with
He has a
runners
little
on.
bit of
We're
that
gonna be aggressive on
that
this next pitch.
Santos quickness on the way down.
Fly ball center field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home.
Get him.
Tag on him, and it's a double play. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Well, as a former outfielder, I love this play. When you get the opportunity to throw a guy out at the plate, makes the catch as the runner tags, and a laser throw to the plate on the money for the double play. It's time to go hit.
Man, if that's anyone other than Salvador Perez, he's in. And that's not an insult to Salvador Perez. It wasn't a great throw.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Lucas Erceg.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones.
I don't know if we can figure this out. I don't have any faith that I'm going to be able to win this game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here is Cade Marlowe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Outside low,
1 ball,
and
2
a count
strikes,
1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And now the right fielder, Victor Robles. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out.
No strike.
And the first offering is not close. And another ball.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Ball 3. I got 3-0.
That one hit to right. Blanco squeezes it, and there are 2 outs.
There's a reason we take our hands off the controller 3-0.
So they're down to their final out. J.P. Crawford digs in now, trying to deliver as the hero. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss.
Too excited.
1-1.
Too excited.
I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss.
I tapped the button. Crawford. My God, how is that not a check swing?
Strikes. Just a little too quick on that front
It's a
shoulder,
3-0
front
count.
Front foot. Everything comes open. No way of
Oh, that's an embarrassing thing to look at.
Erceg is just 1 strike away. With the tying run at second, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Perez down to first with it. In-time ball game, and the strikeout ends it.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down.
Oh, I'm so irritated. I'm so fucking frustrated. I am so fucking irritated. God damn it, game. God fucking damn it.
For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show,
I can't believe we lost this game. Like, we had a runner on second in the bottom of the 9th with nobody out. We saw 3 more pitches. Every one was an out. We were horrible at the plate today. We were swinging at pitches out of the zone all afternoon. We only managed 4 hits. It's an embarrassing fucking loss. Pascantino, 2 for 4. Bobby Witt Jr. was 2 for 4. Mike Hill Garcia was 2 for 4. Salvador Perez 1 for 4 with an RBI. I talked about it when it happened, but you saw that the Salvador Perez hit stayed just inside the line, and then the one where he was trying to bunt, I forget exactly who it was, but whoever was trying to bunt, it went just foul. That's the difference in this game. I don't know. I don't know what it is about this Royals team. Like, ever since I said, it was like the 6th or 7th inning, I think, of the first game, where I said that they're an unmemorable team. I don't remember struggling with them. I remember situations where we didn't play well. Like, we needed to win one game to clinch the division in year 2 or 3 of this series or whatever the fuck it was. Ever since I said that, we played I played like absolute dog shit. I could not figure out Michael Wacha. He had 6 strikeouts in 5 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks. We loaded the bases with nobody out, struck out and hit into a fucking double play. I hate this team because they don't fuck me over like Baltimore does, and they aren't the weird games with Minnesota. They're just a quiet nuisance. We gave up a fucking triple to Pasquantino because we got a bad animation right after we got a bad animation or a good animation in our favor. We only had 4 hits in this fucking game. Hunter Harvey gets your win, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, no strikeouts, no walks, no earned. Brash gets the loss, 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no earned on his line. That might switch to 1, but I don't think it really matters. You also can't see it, but it is there. They've said that the extra innings ones don't count as earned runs or whatever, but I don't know how true that is. Raleigh was 1 for 3 with a walk. Raley was 1 for 3 with a double. Rodriguez was 0 for 2, but he did score. Jorge Polanco was 1 for 4. And we got to watch this game because we are playing the Pittsburgh Pirates next. It wasn't the best lineup that we had. We missed a Rosarena. We had an opportunity in the first inning to erase that run and change the outlook of the game. But we didn't throw to the cutoff. We just threw from the field. And because we had a different left fielder that I forgot about, it was like not even close. So yeah, it just wasn't good. Do we have to face Kansas City again? We'd be on the road. Yeah, we'll get 3 more against them late. I feel like we played Kansas City pretty late in the year. Could be way wrong about that. We're 1-2. There is something about when we fall behind. Like, I don't know that we have come back and won a game. So you have to view today's games, and then you go here. 3. Yeah, we fell down 3. We weren't able to tie it. We went down. I guess technically we were in the lead, but we fell down 4-1, and we tied that one. But then we gave up 5, and then we still couldn't come up with enough. Well, that's why I say tied and won. Because you get this Cubs game. Yeah, 4 in the 5th. We fell behind and couldn't recover. But we had leads in those. Gotta be very careful not to sim the season. This one we fell behind, but we tied. We lost on a walk-off, though. And this was the really irritating one. This one I don't think we ever had the game tied. 3 in the first. Yeah. Yeah, if we're falling behind, I'm having a really hard time catching up because the Boston is the difference, so. It's a brutal loss. We have Jameson Taillon tomorrow. We do get a Skeens game. That'll be game number 3 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. But Jameson Taillon will be tomorrow's 4th of July special. So be sure to tune in for that. He is 4-7 with a 4.02 ERA. Brian Wu is 10-1 with a 2.61 ERA. As we will be set for a 3-game set against the Pittsburgh Pirates. What misery will ensue? Only one way to find out. Yeesh. So just sucks. All right. Well, there you have it. Another frustrating loss. This one of the more frustrating losses that we've had all season. This should have been a win, but it was a loss. We ended up with a series split, against the Kansas City Royals. a quiet thorn in my side in the American League. We'll see them later in the year in September in Kansas City. If you'd like to see that and the upcoming Pittsburgh series before we mercifully finally get a fucking day off, you can subscribe right over here. You can ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. New baseball right here every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Check out the Sporties video. We played Sloppy Bingo. Find out what that is by clicking the video. Goodbye. Good sports. Go Mariners.